morning and welcome back to my channel, and this is going to be my pickups for April 2023. But first I wanted to give a shout out to Dorky Dad Gaming. So a good friend on Twitter, Sega Blocks, he recommended Dorky Dad Gaming channel to me, and I went over and checked him out, watched a couple of his videos, and he's really cool. He does like upcoming games, and he does like little kind of deep dives into the new games that are all coming out, which is really cool. But I won a competition on one of his videos, and the competition was for a £50 gift card and a controller for the Xbox One, which is really cool. But we spoke back and forward, and he sent me a £50 gift card for the Switch, and I've been buying some quality games on that. I think I've still got £15 left, so once I've spent all that credit, I'll do a wee video on that and tag Dorky Dad into it, because I've picked up some good bangers on the Switch, some good digital games on there, which is class. And that's what I want to use my Switch as my digital console. So that's really cool. So that'll be coming up pretty soon once I finish off the credit. But I'll go straight into the stuff that I've got this month. So a couple of gifts first. So a friend at work, Ainsley, she gifted me a nice little Nintendo DSi, which is really nice. I don't have a DSi. Or do I? No, I don't. I've got a DS. I've got a 2DS, and now I've got a DSi. Really nice. It did come with the wee stylus as well, but I'm using that just now on my 2DS because I've lost the stylus off of that. But really nice to have a wee DSi. Great condition. The next thing I got was from the mother-in-law. So she gave me a nice PlayStation 3 golden controller that she found in her house. Really nice. It's a DualShock 3 6-axis. Great condition. Not been used very much, so really happy to have that. Next thing I go into, it was a Facebook marketplace. In fact, I'll show off the one eBay thing I got, and I only got this because of Generation Pixel, and I think he showed this not too long ago. It's just a wee kind of throwaway kind of title, like it's a classic game, but it's an anniversary version of that classic game, and it's Space Invaders on the PS2. Class. Next, so this is the Facebook marketplace, and this guy it was my big brother tagged me on this post. He thought I'd be interested in it, and I was, so I reached out to the guy, and it was £65 posted for these 3 items. And I was talking to Mark Jordy Slasher and Liam Retro Ram, and they said that this was a great price for these 3 items because each of them cost like 30 quid each anyway, roughly. But one of them missing a few pieces. So the first one I got was Nathan Drake, 3 NECA toys. So Nathan Drake Uncharted 4, really nice. These are all really nice condition, but this one is missing right fist, I think it is, and it's missing the grapple hook when it's all folded up. You get a grapple hook like extended, and you get one that's folded up, but that's missing from down here. But we got that one. We then got the Thing, which is really cool too. Classic film, obviously. Everyone knows it's a film. Oh. And that's in there, all complete. All the pieces are in there. These toys I have done little kind of Instagram pictures. I've not done one yet for McCready, but I will get one done pretty soon. But really nice. These are all really nice condition as well. And then the last one was probably my favourite one, which is Robocop. Absolutely brilliant. Again, he's all complete as well. He's got all the guns in there and everything. Class. Really like these, and for 65 quid posted, I thought they were a steal. And then we've got, well, I'll go through a bundle of stuff that my dad found in his house, well actually his shed. Obviously from our collection from years ago, but I'll pick them all up, bring them all over. There might be some stuff in here that I've already got, but I need to go through it all, and then I'll kind of offer it out in one of the groups at some point. Especially, I got a big massive bundle from the second hand shop. I'll go through that in a wee minute, but I'm sure there's loads of doubles in there, and I'll put that on the 52 group Facebook thing, WhatsApp thing, and see if any of the lads need any of it. So FIFA 12, this is all from my dad's shed. Operation Flashpoint Dragon Rising. I think I might have this already on the 360. I mean, I need to still go through all these and sort them out and take out the doubles. So we get Flashpoint, Tom Clancy's MWAR, Child of Eden. This one looks pretty cool. I don't remember playing this back in the day, but I'm pretty sure is it from like the maker or something of Tetris Effect and things like that, so that could be quite cool. It looks really kind of colourful and hectic, like a puzzle kind of game. Oh, there it is there, Tetsuya Mizuguchi from Rez and Lumines, so really cool. Assassin's Creed 1 and 2, so the kind of black versions of them, the non-platinum version of them. Brink, I was really disappointed in this game. I thought this game would be brilliant. I really liked the look of it when it was first coming out, but it just never lived up to it at all. I thought the graphics were fantastic back in the day, but yeah, it just didn't really live up to the kind of hype that I gave it myself. Sniper Ghost Warrior, I'm pretty sure I've got that in the 360, I need to have a wee look. That'll probably be up for grabs. PlayStation Move starter disc set. Batman Arkham Knight, I'm not sure if I've got this. I'm pretty sure I do have this, but I'm not 100%. Grand Theft Auto episodes are from Liberty City. Again, not a massive Grand Theft Auto fan. My son is, Jay loves it, but it's all complete and it's got the kind of a big map in there as well, which is nice. World Snooker Championship, not for me. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 11 and PES 2012. So those are all from my dad's shed, and he was just kind of cleaning out one day and he just gave me a text saying, I found all this crap, do you want it? I was like, aye, I'll take it over and I'll do something with it. So that was that there. These are the games I got from Game. So 3 for 2. I got this one here because I remember Ross at talking about it, and it sounded really cool. He said it was like Norse mythology mixed with sci-fi, and I thought that sounds really interesting. So we got Absolov End of Gods for the PS5, and then I just picked up 2 games. One of them I think I've played before on the PSP and I thought it was alright. It wasn't great, but it's Dissidia, Final Fantasy Dissidia. It's kind of like it's like a brawler, fighter, one-on-one kind of thing. But yeah, I've only played it on the PSP a little bit and it was okay, but I think maybe in the PS4 it could be a bit better. And then Shadow of Mordor, Lord of the Rings. I haven't played any of these games. There was Shadow of Mordor and there was, what was the other one? War of Mordor? I can't remember. But I mean, it was only $2.99 anyway, so this was the free game. The other one was £4. So I picked that up. And then I picked this up because I really liked the franchise, especially the first 2. And it's Borderlands, Tales of the Borderlands Part 2. New Tales from the Borderlands. I really liked the first new Tales of the Borderlands with Reese, and that was really cool. And obviously that kind of fed into the Borderlands 3 and everything, and yeah, so that could be quite a good game as well. So that was my games from Game. We'll do the big pile that I got from the second-hand shop. So these games were all in the second-hand shop for ages, and they were just sitting there. And I told my dad, because I was working, I said just go in and ask them how much I want for the lot, and I'll just take the lot. But there was a couple of new games in there since I seen them. So he went in and asked, and they said, just give us a tenner, you can have them all. And there's like 40 games here for a tenner. But like half of them are just not, half of them are just rubbish, and I'll show the half that are rubbish first. So we got America's Next Top Model for the DS, and we got FIFA 11 on Xbox 360. These are just kind of throwaway titles like case replacements or something, I guess. And then this big pile of SingStar games. SingStar is not my thing. I'm not a singer at all. But if anybody needs any SingStars, let me know. I'm your man for SingStar. And there's a wee Dance UK extra tracks this game in there as well. Really not my kind of thing. But they were all there. And if anybody is going for a full set of PS2, or if anybody is going for the complete SingStar experience, just let me know and I'll give you them games, no bother. But also there was an 8MB memory card, so that's kind of cool. Can't have enough memory cards. I've not put this in yet. I always like to put in the memory cards to see what that person was playing, so let's see what's on there. Let's see what's on that. And then these ones are the games that are decent, not great, like they're good, they're okay. And I think I might have them, so again these might be on the WhatsApp page soon, because I think I've got a lot of them already. So we got Tomb Raider Legend. I'll fly through these ones. Sonic Heroes, Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, Medal of Honor Frontline, absolutely classic game. I remember when this first came out. I mean, I remember the first Medal of Honor on the PS1, that was brilliant. I always remember being kind of blown away with the, and I don't know why, but I was always blown away with the level where they asked you for your papers and your documents, and you had to show it. I don't know why that was so impressive to me back then, but it just really was. But then this one came out to PS2, and that the beginning mission is just stellar, absolutely brilliant. Even to this day, it's just class. Naval Ops Warship Gunner. Never heard of this. I don't even know what kind of game it is, to be honest with you. But that's in there. Time Splitters, an absolute classic again. Obviously, this was just I think this was a release game in the PS2, and it just kind of showcased the power of the PlayStation 2 and the 4-player split screen that everyone was craving at the time. And it's class, but obviously the subsequent sequels were a lot better. Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, not my thing. Smackdown, Shut Your Mouth, classic game, absolutely brilliant. Wrestling game from back in the day as well. iToy Play 3, I'm pretty sure that is a double. Sims 2 Pets. Secret Saturdays, Beasts of the Fifth Son. I don't know much about that at all, to be honest with you. I think it's based on a kind of, this case is, I don't even know what it is. I don't know if it's not wet or anything, just the plastic feels weird. Anyway. Element Manager 2004. Something in there, that's just a thick manual. I used to love obviously the old Championship Managers on PC. Those were the best. Those were the best manager games. Absolutely brilliant. But then they kind of got a wee bit too complicated. Like you had to do the agent negotiations, and then you had in-depth training and stuff like that. I just like the kind of older ones, which were just kind of simple. Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Guitar Hero 2. Matrix Path of Neo. I can't remember which one, but I'm sure one of the Matrix games were really good. I think it could have been this one. Primal. So this is a double as well. I started playing this I think it was last year I started playing it. I fell off. I don't know why I fell off it, but it was really cool. I really did enjoy it, but I just kind of stopped. I don't know why. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's complete as well with the big poster. Is that a map on the other side of the poster, I think? Just a poster, but nice. Ghost Recon 2. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon 2. Lord of the Rings Two Towers again, but the kind of black, the non-platinum version. And the Lord of the Rings Two Towers and Return of the King, these are great little, what do you call it? Co-op kind of games, aren't they? I'm sure they were co-op. It says one player here. I'm sure you can play this in two player, or was just Return of the King playing two player, I'm not sure. Call of Duty Finest Hour. And Star Wars Battlefront as well. Don't know why it's in a white case, I think that's just somebody's put that in a white case. But that was a really good bundle for a tenner, I think. Nothing too mind blowing, but there's some games there to add to the collection and a fair few to move on. But in that second hand shop as well, we got Battlefield 3, a big novel. I'm trying to remember if Battlefield 3 was the game with the campaign. Was that the one you had that you started in a car that was sinking? Because that was really cool. I'm not sure if it was that or if it was Battlefield 4. But love adding books to the collection now as well, so just to have that. Let's move all this over here. So then we go next to my pal's shop in Maybole. I'm trying to remember how much, I think it was 20 quid he took for this little bundle. Pretty sure it was. So we got a new PS2 controller. Not new, but new to me. It's all nice condition, the sticks are nice and tight as well, and all the buttons click, so nice. And I did need another PS2 controller, and I'm pretty sure I've got another one coming from someone soon, hopefully. And then, so we got the controller, we've got Walking Dead Survival Instinct. I'm pretty sure this is quite an expensive game on the Wii U. I'm sure it was maybe on Retro Ghetto. Maybe, I can't remember. But I've got Walking Dead for the 360. This Ultimate Stealth triple pack as well. So with the 3 games are all in here as well. So we've got Thief, Hitman and Deus Ex. I think I probably have them all individually, but I just thought I'd pick it up anyway as part of the triple pack. Dynasty Warriors Gundam 2. So I'm pretty sure I've seen this in someone else's video. I'm pretty sure it was Gunaldinho. Gunaldinho was showing this. No, it wasn't. It was Gundam Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3. He showed, and it was a game that I'm pretty sure he took to Al's place to get cleaned on his disc cleaner. But I've never played Gundam's always interested me, because I just think it's always, I've always thought it was really cool artwork and big mechs and all the rest of it, but I've never watched any of it. But really happy to have it. And then a PS1 game, Adventures of Monkey Hero. This one I'm really interested in playing. I'm sure Pete Fighter, I'm pretty sure he likes it a lot. He messaged saying it was a class game. I've read reviews of it, and the reviews are horrible for it. Like, I'm pretty sure it got like 2 out of 10 and things like that. But I've always thought it looked good. Even back in the day, I thought it looked really, really cool. Definitely interested in playing it. It's kind of like a Zelda game, like an old style kind of Zelda game. So it looks nice, and I think it's going to be a good game to play through. But we'll see. It's a shame though, because the PlayStation holographic disc on, but it's fine. I can find a better case for it. And then we've got a couple more second-hand shop stuff. So this stuff here is from like a wee town south of me, and it's a tiny little town, and this is like a thrift store. Like, that's what they call it. It's not. I'm not trying to be Americanizing my channel or anything, but they do call it a thrift store. Big massive sign outside, and it's just full of crap. But it's really cool to go in and have a wee look around. And I found these games here. So one PSP game, and these were $4.50. I think they were 50p a piece or something like that. But I gave them a $5. So we got Tekken 6 on the PSP. I love Tekken. Tekken's a classic fighter. Probably my favourite fighters, actually, Tekken. Like I do like Street Fighters, I do like Mortal Kombat and everything like that, but Tekken's just class. Tekken's Tekken. I love it. We got the complete Ultima 7. So it's got the Blackgate, Forge of Virtue, Serpent Isle and the Silver Seed. So again, I've never played a Ultima game before or anything like that. And it comes in this kind of double case, but it only has one disc. And I've looked it up and apparently it does only have one disc. Come on, get out. But it's got the manual in there and it's got like a wee what do you call it, a wee kind of catalogue kind of thing as well. But again, my PC's up in the loft because it was just pissing me off and it was just crap. But cool to have them. Also cool to have these two, which is Alone in the Dark 1 and 2. So obviously these are getting remade this year, or Alone in the Dark 1's getting remade this year or next year or something. So I thought it'd be cool to have these in the collection. And then we've got 2 sealed games as well. So we got Dungeon Siege, Legends of Arana. So the expansion includes the full version of Dungeon Siege. So it's an expansion with the full game. And that's all still sealed. And then we've got EverQuest Lost Dungeons of Norath. And I think, oh no, this has got, yeah, so this has got EverQuest and it's got the expansion as well. I just picked these up just because they were there and they were sealed, and I thought that's quite nice to have, even just in the collection. I don't know if EverQuest, and I don't know if these were like heavily online only or anything like that, I'm not sure, but it was kind of cool to pick them up as sealed games. And then these ones here I picked up from Air in various second-hand shops. So we got this as well for £3, which was the U-Draw tablet for the Wii. And I've already got this boxed for the bloody PS3. I've never played it before, but when I seen something like that, kind of nice big boxed, complete for £3, I just thought I'd pick it up. Nice to have it in the collection. And these ones are all from various different places in Ayr, which is my local kind of town. We've got 2 copies from 2 different second-hand shops, 2 copies of Wii Party. So these need to go and get traded so I can get something that I actually want. But they were only £1 each in 2 different second-hand shops, and they go for, I think it's like a tenner or £11 trade credit for each of them. So I need to get up to CEX and trade them in. But I'm not sure if you can trade in both at the same time. I don't know what the policy is at CEX. I need to make sure that lassie isn't there because she does my head in. But I need to get them away. Unless anybody wants a Wii Party, I've got 2, so I can give one away. No bother. Darksiders 2, classic, absolutely brilliant game. I love Darksiders 1. Darksiders 2 was even better. Darksiders 3 I've never got on with, and then Genesis I've never touched yet because I've heard quite bad things about it. But yeah, 3, I think number 3 I've tried 3 or 4 times and I just can't get into it. I don't know why. I think one day it will click and I'll play through it. But this one was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. But it's a limited edition. I don't even know what that means. Includes access to free DLC, which is probably been used up. But really cool. I really like that. And that was, sorry, 150. This was 150 as well. SOCOM Special Forces. It's got move capabilities with it. So I've never played. I don't even think I've ever played a SOCOM game. I might have played it in the PSP back in the day. But really nice to have that as well. And then we've got Mind Jack as well. So this I'm pretty sure I do have in the 360. So I'll probably move that one on. When I get things for both consoles, I tend to keep the PlayStation stuff and move the Xbox stuff on. Not because I don't like Xbox, I just prefer PlayStation. Like, I play Xbox quite a lot. I've just finished Majin and the Forsaken Kingdom, which is a class game, and I got that from Scott at Glory Hunter. I really enjoyed that. Like, I don't like turn my nose up at Xbox or anything like that. Like, I do still like playing it. And then these PS2 games all came from the same second-hand shop. So they were £2 and £1. So £2 Stuntman Ignition, solid game. If you think bloody Dark Souls are tough, try playing a bloody Stuntman game. It's so hard. I don't think I've played this one. I've played the first one and it's just rock solid. The Great Escape, £2 as well. I've heard good things about this game actually. Never played it. Movie was class. I watched that I watched that years and years and years ago, but cool to have that as well. And then 007, Everything or Nothing. So I've got this on the Xbox, which I'll move on as well. But this is class, and I remember playing it on the Xbox, and I didn't get too far on it because it was kind of annoying me. I don't know what it was. I think maybe it was the controller I was using. I think it was a bit dodgy. So I'm glad to have this. And these are the kind of games that I do like to kind of blast through. So I'll probably play this at some point. I've not played a 007 game in years. But anyway, I think that is it. Yeah, that's all my pickups for this month. So, and then, sorry, I wanted to touch on something as well about, I was watching Gaming Off the Grid's channel recently about game collecting sucks, and yeah, I think I'm on the same kind of wavelength as they are. They kind of talk about more about the games and playing the games rather than the value of the games. That I've seen a lot of people on YouTube mentioning that game collecting sucks, blah 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 blah. And like, I don't think it does at all. I don't think game collecting sucks at all. I bloody love it, and like I watch Retro Ghetto a lot, and he does his vlogs every Sunday, and I love him. I love seeing him going out into second-hand shops and coming back with like random little games, and that's brilliant. That's what I love to do, and it's a real passion as well. I think people that are saying game collecting sucks and YouTube sucks, I just think it's getting a bit long in the tooth. It's getting a bit boring. You see it all the time now. You see bloody thumbnails on YouTube of people slating the hobby and saying it's not as good as it used to be and whatever. You just have to do what you want to do. You have to collect what you want to collect, and spend what you want to spend. There's nobody telling you to spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds on things. Just buy stuff you want to buy. But anyway, that was just my little kind of 2 cents on that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. That was my pickups for April, and cheers.